in the living room and I'm watching TV and I'm not getting pissed off, but it's just, it's not new pissed off. It's just, it's upset that it's still going because I've been talking about this for so long. So I put it, the name of this is Dolphin Safe Tuna because it drives on the point of what I'm talking about. If you've been watching before, you've seen that I talked about Dolphin Safe Tuna. And I said, it's great and all, but what about tuna safe tuna? Just fuck the tuna? It don't matter? What are we saying? Hmm? What are we saying? Tuna don't matter. Well, they matter if there's a dolphin in there. Yeah? They matter if there's a dolphin in there. Um, Aside from that, fuck the tuna. Seriously. Fuck them. Now, they were talking about, and give me, it's horrific. To me, the whole thing is horrific. But I always have the sense to look at the whole thing. I can pan out. I get why you couldn't, because when you're under stress, you're focusing on what's bothering you. Because you don't, there's not a lot of time to look around at everybody else. But if you do, you'll go, oh shit, we're all hurting. We're all, everybody. No one has it good. Nobody. No one has the American dream. Not the people that are proud to be American. They're just getting away with their corruption. Haven't been caught yet. They will be. It looks like it's just both sides. It might be just a natural aging in my face. But it's too dark in here. This doesn't look like I have a split in my skull. That's better. There we go. That was bugging the shit out of me. All right, so there was a story they're talking about. There's a guy. And so, well, it needs discussing. There's a black guy, and he was talking about all the people that were found, all the black people that were found hung, and not back in the day. This is recently. He's going through. He's talking about like all the different people, and how these people found hung by from trees were ruled suicides. Now, I didn't investigate them all to find out, but I do know they killed George Floyd on camera for a non-capital offense, and they put his face down by the tailpipe to give him cover. Those cops probably didn't want to, but they might have been dirty, and they might have had to. You know what I mean? Then get it over quickly. You won't go to jail. Promise you won't spend a day. You'll get tried, you get prosecuted, whatever. But after the show, look at Epstein. No one really cares. Like, yeah, go to jail, you fuck. But no one goes to see if they're even in there. You know where he's at. He's in jail. You ever pop by just randomly? Is he taking visitors today? He is? Cool. I want to see him. Oh, you came down to see me, yeah. I want to make sure you're still here. Cool, and you are. Yeah, yeah. Maybe you even do that. If you did, you might come back and be like, look, I get it, man. You got to come back to make sure I'm here in jail. I am here in jail, and I'm not getting out, okay? If I could get out, I don't want to get out. I get you don't think I fucked up, and yes, of course I tried to get away with it when I was outside. Of course he doesn't. Who wants to go to jail? So yeah, I lied. But you got to think of what I was accused of. Which is worse, lying to a judge or what I was accused of? So do you think, how hard do you think it was for me to lie to that judge? You said I looked like I had no remorse, right? To be honest, I don't. be honest with you, what I regret is I'm here. If I'm being completely honest, I've had time to actually think about shit here. I regret that I'm here. I regret the actions that got me here. Because you want to hear me say I'm sorry for doing it, but unfortunately, I don't feel that. Would a bobcat, if a bobcat, would you even be bothering with the bobcat? What I want to put down right, and why'd you leave me alive? Because you should, I say the bobcat just being itself should be put down immediately. Yeah, it's an animal, and I'm not. You are a human, but what if my brain is not? Put that bobcat's brain in my head. Think of it from my point of view, just for a second. And before the consequences of this, it's always been very light. So why would I think anything else? They always, oh, next time is going to be you next time. Oh yeah, sure, fuck you, cop. But they don't know is that this isn't my first one I've done. It's the first one I got caught. How fucked would that be? You ever done something like this before? No, never. I would say yeah, 5 times. Yeah, twice before. I didn't think this one was going to go that way. Who's going to say that? Maybe if you had an exception, like right, you're sick and you're fucked up. Yes. Why didn't you come see us? Because you put me in jail. Not if you came to see us before. Well, no one told me that. Exactly. You can't tell us that. We could have found something else for you to do besides what you did. Because apparently you guys don't mind when a psychopath or a sociopath becomes a lawyer, a politician, or a doctor, or a preacher, reverend, nun. The devil is in every pulpit, for you see, the devil is in us. It's in every neighborhood. Where do you get your pool of people for your divine pool? We tried that. It wasn't divine at all. I just got stagnant. As its divinity started sucking on its own cock. But if we were to actually reach down, everybody loves a rags to riches story. So what if a princess? There's always a prince that reaches down from this high, lofty spot. Why can't it ever be, you know what I mean? If you guys, ladies, want to write a love story, why can't it be a princess who's tied up in this fucking shitty, very sick, where you're about to be married to your own fucking cousin type thing? People don't know because they're like distant cousins, you know what I mean? He's like the Duke of whatever, but you know your family line well enough to know this is he's suitable for you to. No, I don't want you with a commoner. Like, I don't consider them commoners, which is why you've always been a handful, and which is why you won't take the throne. You'll always be a princess. Your sister will be the queen. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that shit? So the better person is being passed up because, you know, she's already met a common guy that she wants. And she's like, well, you'd have to give your, and like, I'm fine with that. Like, she was next in line to be queen. That's deep right there. She was next in line to be queen. The guy, king, had like $2 and a son, and they were going to get the firstborn. It could just not be here, you know? It's just a place where the firstborn, like in Unia, the firstborn is the one that's given that right, at least during the first era. Yeah? So, yeah. I'll write it. You guys want a fucking romantic love story? I want an action adventure. How about we meet in the middle somewhere?